Do you want to be a dad?
Yeah, it'd be great. That'd be fantastic. She's like,
I
don't see it.
yeah, right.
I opened my eyes like this. I went.
I think I think it's possible because you're smart enough, you're emotionally intelligent enough. I just don't know if you have. You just haven't shown that to any of your friends.
What?
None of your friends have seen you be nurturing at all.
I've been nurturing.
You might be a redneck. I might be nurturing.
Lucy, I'm very nurturing to Lucy, my little dog.
Sure, yeah, but
I take care of what I love.
What you do is
I don't like any of
with
you guys.
Lucy. All you do is you just put her on a couch and then you like pamper her.
Mm-hmm.
She's also an easy gal. Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Creating a bubble boy of a child.
No, my kid will be a bubble boy. They will know nothing of the outside
just
world.
a Cleopatra. We're gonna carry this kid around.
No, I'm gonna be like an influencer YouTube dad.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What's up? I'm here with
my boy.
I'm here with Gavin. Gavin, say hi, bud.
You're gonna Joe Jackson your kid.
Oh God.
We're about to get the biggest water slide in the park. Are you excited, Gavin?
Fucking smile. Fucking be happy.
Me and Chelsea just watched. There's a documentary about one of those families on Hulu.
What's
really?
it called?
8 Passengers or something. It was about like a YouTube family mom,
and
everything goes south.
Berserk.
Oh
sideways.
man, everything gets real bad.
John, I just came home and John was watching the Antisocial Network about like 4chan and all that stuff and the Trumpers.
Yeah? Oh yeah, I love that one.
I caught the tail end of it.
That's the two Filipinos.
Mm.
Okay.
The two guys that started
8chan, 4chan, one of the Chans, right?
No,
Yeah.
but they were
QAnon.
QAnon. Oh yeah.
The two QAnon guys, they're father and son, and they
I had no idea.
They are two people in the Philippines that are big Trumpers.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
They didn't own up to it though. It's just people.
It's
alluded.
so obviously them.
It's very obvious, but it's
how
not
is
been
it so
confirmed.
obvious? Like
the entire time, like the interviewer's like, so what do you think Q was saying about Trump in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, well, they give like a very detailed answer and then after their answer, they're like, well, I think that's what maybe Q was thinking that, it's clearly they knew what was going on.
Right. And then they just had their little legal maybe.
Well, they're both like wildly autistic.
Oh, cool.
Wildly
Okay.
autistic for Trump.
You got to watch out for the autistic people.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're smarter than everybody.
Mm-hmm. They're always planning.
They're always planning.
They always got big plans.
We're recording, yeah?
I don't know. Are we? Have we started? Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Sheen.
Oh, now he's the host all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I'm like, what is happening? Whose podcast is this? What's the premise? I was ready to do homework.
Today I'm with my guest, Irene Morales.
Wow, in
Irene,
Wilfred's
how
home.
are you?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Oh, great to have you on my podcast. And we're also joined by our sound engineer, Wilfred Padua, our editor, our producer.
It's his damn home.
I realized I should. What I could do when that happens. First of all, I can cut his mic.
Sure. Hilarious. That's
but
such a
you
good
won't.
bit.
I can easily do it.
You won't do it though.
All
you don't got it in you.
All right, I'm gonna cut it. I will cut it.
Yeah, right.
That's so funny.
That'll be the day.
Or you just edit over it and it's like.
What?
I'm gonna watch it and be like, let's see if he had it in him.
It's cutting. It's gonna get cut.
He's not.
He won't even know.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's a fun bit what you guys do.
Oh, everything's a fun bit.
Everything's a fun bit.
But
we're all full of fun bits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired today.
I can feel. I was gonna say both of you feel it.
I feel tired too.
Well, no, I mean Wilfred more than you. I guess
I got up early to go to the hospital.
Oh, poor Jeff.
Yeah. And sit in the waiting room.
Oh my God! And just be on your phone like you would have been at home anyway.
No,
but in the waiting room.
No, I was not on my phone.
What would you have done differently in the waiting room in your house than at the waiting room?
I
wouldn't.
I would have stayed awake. I'll tell you that. I would have been awake.
At your house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you fell asleep at the waiting room?
You better believe it. I got up early.
Were you
Jeez,
snoring?
So you pretty much
you
woke up and then you took a nap somewhere else.
Yeah, to go to this is waiting. She had to get all her doctor stuff.
Yeah,
and then I got some instant coffee though from the desk.
Oh my God!
And I got a graham cracker. That was nice.
You actually enjoy instant coffee, or was it just like an ends to a means to an
I
end?
just like caffeine. I need the juice.
I got
It could taste like just water. I don't care what it tastes like.
I'm not above gas station coffee, but
No, I'll drink any coffee.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's not. I don't love it, but I also like just recently figured out what good coffee is supposed to taste like.
Good coffee is stupid. Just get Folgers and a pot. That's all you need.
I love how you think you're a blue collar guy.
I'm blue collar. I work with my hands.
You think that like you're
These hands.
It's like
are
you just
softer than mine.
you need Folgers and white bread sandwiches.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
and
you
my
need.
plain donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Can't wait to take my lunch pail to work.
Yeah, I work with these.
No.
I get home and they're covered in
Ink
grease.
from writing
Oh,
jokes.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
even that.
Yeah.
Shut up. I work hard. I'm a hard worker. I got a game.
Yeah.
What are you, a Twitcher now?
Yeah, so he's just got a little
No.
he's got a little dry spot from the microphone rubbing against his
Yeah, my whole thumb's got to work joysticks for long periods of time.
Wait, is this true? Do you stream yourself playing a
No,
game?
no, no.
No, I just play just for.
He just
Oh,
plays
okay.
and
No,
says
I know
just
that
to get
awful
better.
things with Jeff Arcuri.
Yeah. And Maddie Backus.
Yeah, Matt will be in there too. He got mad last night in our game.
Ooh.
What were you playing?
Marvel Rivals, where you get to be a Marvel character.
And what female Marvel are you?
Luna Snow.
I need you to be impressed that I knew he was going to be a girl. You just took it like regular, and I nailed
I
it.
was trying to put it all together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luna
yeah.
Snow.
I don't even know who's Luna Snow.
He made it up.
She's like
Or
a
she's
pop.
like an in the cut one.
No, she's like a deep Marvel. She's like a pop singer
Yeah.
with ice powers. She
Oh,
has
okay.
ice powers.
Big breasts, obviously.
No.
You can
The one with the biggest breasts in the game is Mrs. Invisible. Invisible one. She's the
Jeff's-
one with the biggest pair.
Jeff's there with a fucking ruler.
And I
Oh,
play
can
her
say bad
sometimes.
words?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
you can't. This goes on to drybar.com. This is our drybar app.
Yeah.
Those are your peeps.
Hmm?
Yeah.
The documentary I just watched before I came over here was a family in Utah.
Oh, really?
Are you going to watch it? Can I spoil it?
You can.
This
I'll
is the,
forget.
the 8 one?
8 passengers.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
go for it.
Yeah.
Anyways, she's a YouTube mom, gets sucked into with this therapist lady who
Okay.
convinces her kids are possessed by demons.
Oh, I heard about this
Whoa.
when I heard about this. Yeah.
So the cops eventually come and one of the kids escaped and went to the neighbors. Then they found a room that had like ropes and duct tape and like.
Oh wait, I think I saw this one a long time ago.
Oh, maybe you did. And then there was like chili sauce that they would put on the kids' wounds.
What?
And then they make them stand in the sun all day to chase the demons out.
Jesus Christ.
I'm thinking of one where like the mom was a hoarder and she fed them like Mountain Dew and like McDonald's.
That's not abuse. That's awesome.
No, it was bad.
That's cool.
That's called Detroit parenting.
Yeah, it's called a cool ass mom. Mountain Dew
No,
at McDonald's.
I have to ask John, this was like years ago at this point, but it was brutal and like the kids had to escape. I wish I could remember
The
more.
kids had to escape. Help us! She's feeding us too much McNuggets.
No,
and
this
Baja
was,
Blast.
It was a problem. I hate that I'm so fried that I can't remember. But anyway,
Please, I can't stand any more Code Red.
did you guys watch the Sarah Lawrence documentary? That was wild.
No, I haven't seen any of these.
Is that the one with the bus lady, the van life lady?
No, this is
Gabby
one of the.
Oh,
Petito.
that's the
Oh,
Gabby one.
yeah, I want to watch that one. Is that one good?
I've heard that that's good. I was talking with some guys that are big true crime guys, and they were saying that that's a good one.
I mean,
Okay.
that's the good thing about social media is the true crime shows are getting pretty good.
Again, pretty good.
Because you can see all the texts and their posts and their Instagrams.
Oh, sure, yeah, they're more traceable.
You know, do you
Yeah.
ever like the one where the guy murdered his whole family? You get to see all of his posts and his Facebook messages to the woman he was cheating
I
with.
gotta get in this.
And then he
this
wiped out
genre.
his whole family. All 4 kids.
Yeah.
Put them in an oil barrel.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
The last one I saw was.
The glimmer in your eye, like I could do that too.
No, I never
Yes.
would. I just liked that I could see all of the messages. You could see it, like the turn where he's like, "Oh, I want to be with you more than my family."
Is that why it's so easy to turn around a documentary? Because every time something happens in the news, there's a 50-minute documentary that comes out the next day.
Pretty quickly.
And is it because we've already got all the records?
Yeah, all the info's
Probably.
there. They just got to
Yeah.
throw it up there with some narration.
Yeah, Netflix
okay.
probably pays somebody $80,000 and gives them like 10 Adderall, and they're like, figure it out.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
put this together, and you just need to
Yeah.
interview 4 people, and then you got an 2-hour-long documentary.
Yeah.
It's What was the one you're talking about? What should I watch?
I'm thinking of like 10 of. I mean, Bad Vegan. I'm still obsessed with. Bad Vegan was like this chef had her own restaurant that was vegan, and like Alec Baldwin would go in all the time and was obsessed with her, but her boyfriend had like corrupted her mind and kept like.
You can do that. You can corrupt a woman's
Oh my
mind.
god! Like he basically kept conning her out of money to the point that she lost the restaurant. They were on the run. They were like living in hotel rooms, eating Domino's. Like it was like not the life that.
That sounds cool.
I know it's you every
Domino's
weekend.
and Mountain Dew.
God.
You being a father, the idea
yeah,
of you being a
it's
father,
crazy.
it's the blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
It's like,
right. I'd be the best.
it's like if Kevin McAllister became a dad in Home Alone.
Which would be cool. They'd be like, Dad, please, no more Mountain Dew. I'm like, you drink your Mountain Dew or you
Oh
go down
my-
the basement
Dad,
and
I
face
need
my
a
traps.
vegetable.
I got paint cans swinging.
Dehydrated. I think I'm gonna be eating like a cat hairball by the end of this. It's
Yeah,
okay.
These keep on attracting cat hair.
I bet
Oh,
you if you
that's
put it in
good.
a Ziploc, it might help.
I put it in a little bag. But
Oh, there you
Don't do
go.
that. That's
Don't
lame.
do that.
That's lame.
Aw.
Does your dog shed?
A little bit, yeah.
Birdie sheds like crazy. And
Birdie's the bigger one.
is the bigger one.
Uh-huh.
And I have eaten so much of her hair.
Oh yeah. How
I
does
think
it feel?
every single meal I find one of her hairs.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yikes.
I eat a lot of my dog. She's delicious.
Use her as a plate.
You know what it is? You know how creepy you sound, and you love it. You revel in it.
Well, I mean, you might as
It's
well
like-
lean in.
Yeah, but it's like you're getting hard over there with yourself just by what a creep you are.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with getting hard off of yourself. That's self-love. It means I believe in me.
Could you imagine if Jeff became like a Tony Robbins, but like
I might. You might see me in my mid-50s take a
It-
turn.
But it wouldn't be like a self-help thing. It would be a cult.
Oh,
Oh,
He wants a
absolutely.
cult.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh man, I bet I could do it. I've read enough self-help books to where I could speak the language.
What do you think was the most effective self-help book?
For me,
Yeah.
what was it? I
Like
read
which one did you like the most where you finished it and you were like, "Wow."
I've never finished one.
Same. I'm very bad. I haven't
I
finished one.
did back in when they were all like popping off. Remember that every self-help book had the word "fuck" in it.
Yeah.
How to
yeah.
unfuck your life.
Yeah.
You know, stop
Yeah.
giving a fuck.
Be
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
man.
Yeah, fucking, you're a badass. you
Unfuck
fucking,
yourself.
Yeah,
that
all that.
shit.
Yeah, I read a few of those fuck books.
Uh-huh.
How to be a badass.
So is that the answer?
I think the best one was The Power of Now, probably.
Oh, okay.
That's an Oprah Winfrey wreck.
Which one was that one?
Eckhart Tolle.
Or Tolle. I don't know how to say it, but yeah,
Or
that
Tolle,
one.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It's all about being present. The
Yeah.
power of now,
Oh.
Wilfred.
I'm already there.
You're never present.
I'm right
You're
here.
always in
You're
your
kind of
head.
like a
Here we
dad.
go.
You're kind of just like this is a nice watch.
Thank you.
Um.
I'm here. I'm right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah? Are you
Yeah.
present?
You're right now.
Yep.
Right now. Irene. Wilfred, Wilfred wants to ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
We've got some questions. How
Oh,
many you got?
okay.
I got a few.
Wow. Let's
Wilfred,
hear
ask
it.
your question. You go first.
Okay.
No,
I have other things
I feel
to
like
say.
mine
What
needs
about
a-
what?
Mine needs a warm up.
Oh, okay.
About more murder docs?
No, that's cool that you liked Eckhart
Starting a
Tolle.
cult?
No, I would absolutely believe that you'd start a cult. I remember when I learned what soaking was, talking about Utah.
Oh yeah.
And then I learned that they jump on the bed too. Did you know that part?
Sometimes they'll jump on the bed, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. I love it.
I like that.
That's teamwork.
That's
You guys-
awesome.
You guys would do that shit in a second.
Yeah.
I would
each
love to
know.
jump on the bed with Wilfred.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Your ladies are already friendly
Yeah.
with
To
each
give him
other.
a Christian orgasm.
Yeah.
I would love
God.
that.
I'd be like, you ready to make her come, Wilfred? I'm gonna start
Oh.
jumping real fast.
No, slow
Hold
down,
on. And I'll just jump real
Jesus.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dribbling a basketball next to you. Bust, Wilfred, bust.
Who is this for? Who's your intended audience? Have you made any kind of plan for this?
That's I think a part of our problem.
I would stop jumping, look you in the eye. Do it while you look at me.
Yeah, grab his balls, kiss him a little bit.
Yeah. Do it while you see my face.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's good. That's a nice time. You brought up soaking. I'm just having fun with it.
Sorry, yeah.
Why did you bring up soaking?
Yeah, why'd you bring up soaking?
Because you guys brought up Utah.
You ever soak?
No. What the hell? Have you? I feel like it's the beginning of. Isn't that what tantric? Isn't that like a part of tantric sex though? Is like.
Well, tantric is like you do it, and then I think right before you come, you go, never mind. Let's do this again tomorrow.
That's edging.
Edging, yeah. Which you want to know how I learned about edging? A freaking Uber driver in L.A.
Oh my God.
He was like edging, and I was like, "What's edging?" And then he told me, and I was like, "Oh no."
Why did he tell you that?
He was just talking out of his ass. One of these like, "Oh, I'm a screenwriter and an actor," and it's like, "All right, buddy, I just need to get."
Was he flirting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was that flirting?
It sounds like flirting to me.
That sounds like the worst.
A
flirting.
screenwriter in L.A. just being like, "Yeah, it's edging's crazy." They just can go forever.
Did he find out you're a comedian?
I don't think I told him.
Okay. Because I feel like that's definitely flirting.
If
Sure.
he finds out I'm a comedian.
Yeah, because then we can talk about edging all of a sudden.
Sure. It was so long ago and it was so weird. I think I just blocked out the whole conversation. So
It didn't intrigue you? You weren't like, this man can last for hours.
No, he looked like he looked like a character in like a Cheech and Chong. Like he had long hair and like balding and jean shirt.
Oh, nice. I like this guy.
Does anyone really edge though?
I always edge. I'm
that a
edging right
real
now.
thing? Like, is anyone?
No. Again, who is your intended audience? Who is this for?
I'm in a fleshlight and I got a butt plug in.
Oh my God. Poor Chelsea.
And I won't get there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't worry. I'm not going to get there.
You guys are cooked. You guys are cooked and fried.
No, this is for me. This pod's for me.
I mean, do you just watch it with your dick in your hand rock hard? Like, yeah, that was
Ew,
funny.
Irene.
Oh, that's
no.
the line.
That's
the
gross.
line. Okay, you know what? Ask your question.
Oh my
The thing
God.
Every time he's the least supportive podcast partner. Because if you try to say something funny and dirty, he goes, "Ew! Oh
Yeah.
my
No,
God!"
no.
That's
no.
his MO. That's his move.
No one can be dirty.
And then he gets to
but
be dirty.
he gets to be raunchy.
I
and
can
shit.
be dirty.
Yeah.
I've had enough life experience to where I can handle it.
I'm older. I'm the oldest one here.
You're a couple of young does. You don't understand.
Maybe because you're more of a pervert than we are. God, his ass.
I'm not at all. Wilfred, fill the dead air. Why'd you let that sit?
I was the one drinking.
What the hell?
Yeah. You took a sip right
All
when I
right,
called
here.
Jeff a pervert. It was perfect.
Yeah, don't do that, Wilfred.
Don't do that, Wilfred.
Fill it.
Oh, no.
Irene, question
Yeah,
number
that's-
one.
okay.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
what does Wilfred want to know? And why does he want to know it?
Irene,
Uh-oh.
is it harder to be a woman in comedy?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Are you serious? That's funny.
I told you, mine should have some warm up, but that was my tough question.
Is that like one of the segments of this podcast or one of the things?
No,
It's
we don't have any. We don't
We're
know
all
what
over
we're
the
doing.
place.
you
We're all.
guys are just dicks
We've
blowing in the
literally
wind.
tried so many different things. We don't
It's
know what
hard.
we're doing.
It's hard.
I already have an idea. The gross cast.
Oh, that's fun.
We talk about gross stuff, and you got to come and bring your grossest story.
Oh, that's fun.
See?
Yeah.
It's a good idea, Wilfred.
But like, and then everyone gets to do their own definition of gross. Like, is it boogers? Is it like
yeah, what's yours?
pimples?
What's gross to you?
Social climbing?
Intimacy.
Oh. Shots fired.
Ah, she did it first.
Name names.
I tried to throw a jab in there.
What was the?
I said
jab?
intimacy.
Oh. Giving them my Kermit face. You know what? I was really just talking to John about this. It's like a known thing. Well, and somebody was just telling me that they were dating. It was a lady dating a man, and they're both comedians.
Mm-hmm.
And the male comic kept saying she'd like, and she was like newer in comedy, but she'd like think of a premise, and he's like, "Oh, that's not funny." He just kept like diminishing her, like being like, "You're not funny. That's not funny. That doesn't work." And then he
Do we know this person?
no.
Did they recently go on a date with her?
Stop. But then he was doing her jokes on stage, and they were working. So it's like, oh, you're like killing her confidence, stealing her material, like gaslighting the shit out of her. And John, I was just talking to John about this, and he's like, it's crazy that like that's part of it. Like, why even date them? And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, why does sexual assault happen in relationships? Like, it's just like power and like insecurity.
Wait, what do you mean? Why did she date him?
No, John was more asking like, why would he date her, knowing that like she's also a comedian and she's also gonna have jokes.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Comedians date all the time.
Totally, but he's like, if you're gonna be
two comedians have dated on this couch.
Yeah, is John anti-comedians dating
no,
because of that reason?
John used to do comedy too.
He's
No,
like,
but
don't ever do that again.
No, he's more like couldn't understand why, like, if you're gonna be the dude and you're not gonna like that your lady is doing comedy, then don't. You know, like, you know that she's a comedian going into it. Like, if it's gonna bother you, then don't even start.
But that sounds less about that and more about the fact that this guy's
sucks for sure.
Sucks, and he's a narcissist, and he's going to step on his girlfriend so he can get to the next rung.
1,000%. Yeah. But then the other thing I told John was like, it's a known thing amongst female comedians that like we'll be in a writer's room, we'll say an idea, either like it's actively ignored, nobody listens to us, whatever, and then like a dude will say the same idea louder, and everyone's like, oh my God, great.
Yeah.
And that's like, you feel crazy.
I used to do that to my buddy all the time.
A lady comedian
No,
or a dude?
Just a friend growing up.
And
We'd be in like a group, hanging out, and he would say something funny, but like quiet, nobody hear it. Then I'd say it louder. Then everyone's like, Jeff, you're so funny.
And would he get pissed?
He'd be like, what the? I'm like, what?
Man, I should be doing a podcast with him.
Yeah, he was very funny.
Call him up.
I said all of his stuff out loud. Much louder, and everybody gave me the credit. And then I was popular and cool.
Sounds like a full nightmare.
And then dated a freshman.
Yeah, this was last year.
What? No, this was in the early aughts when things were different. Back then, everyone was dating freshmen.
So do you think it's harder to be a woman in comedy?
I also think the short answer is yes, and I know you guys don't want to hear it. Actually, what do you guys think?
That's why I asked.
Well, okay. The short answer is yes. I also think that there are people. I think there are a lot of people in society who like aren't used to. It's easier for them to digest a man being funny than a woman being funny. Like, like just I don't want to say systemically, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just men have been doing it longer. Do you know what I mean? So
we society is valued like personality for men as opposed to looks, which is the only value that women have had for, up until 18 months ago. And like they're like, shut up, like less talky bitch, like shut up and cook. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think it's also a fine line. Like the few times that I've tried talking about sexy stuff on stage, the audience doesn't want to hear it. Now I can make fun. Like the one joke about sex that I have is I can't enjoy sex because sex for me is just trying to not look fat for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. But that goes back to my weight and my appearance. Sure.
It's not, and like how I feel awkward and I'm not,
What about this new era? So this is my only devil's advocate.
No, and I can keep talking. No, and I was just gonna say, like Steph Tolev, like her whole thing is like, she's
and like, gross in sex,
and she gets to do it, and I think that's where like, that differences in people and personalities.
My only devil's advocate is there's so many people women that have become successful in comedy, who aren't funny, because they're attractive.
Well, and like, what about Matt Rife?
Yeah, Wilfred.
Yeah,
what about that?
And he's done so much fucking filler and shit. I love his I don't know if you guys are friends with him.
He's my best bud.
Yeah, that's what the Mao is for Matt Rife. Now
there it is. Wait, what? He lost it. He like thought he was gonna have the initials there. And
Wilfred, you are off.
He shit the bed.
Oh my God! I've never seen you so off.
I know. I took too many allergy meds.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's tough.
I've been sneezing all day.
You're on another planet.
I never had allergies till I moved here. I like didn't have allergies in Miami, and then I moved here. It'll really wreck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really fucks you because it's like a cold. It's like the exhaustion of a cold, the running. You feel like you got kicked in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And then my brain's just so fuzzy.
Yeah, foggy.
Well, you're going to have to wake up. You're going to carry this episode.
No, we're doing okay.
Irene's got to do all the heavy lifting.
No, it's okay.
So hot people have better opportunities.
Well, I mean, but that's like science, right? Like you show like a symmetrical thing to a baby. That's like that's you know that, right, Jeff?
What? Babies like hot people?
Babies favor symmetry. Like our lizard brain wants symmetry. Like, do you feel safer with someone who's symmetrical or like a Quasimodo?
Symmetrical, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Although Quasimodo, I know, is a hero.
There it is. Okay.
I would be like, that man's a hero.
The adults are talking. We're talking serious. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, but
well, I think I guess for when a woman's on stage, I think a lot of men are like, to laugh at somebody is being. You have to like put them up here a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like, so if it's like another dude up there, you can look up like, all right, yeah. He made me laugh. He surprised me. He's smarter than me. But when a woman's up there, I think a lot of men are like, she's not going to surprise me or get that reaction out of me, because then that gives her the power, and men don't want to give women power more often.
1,000%.
At least a lot of men. I love giving women tons of power. I think they don't have enough.
But I think you choose the exception.
I also think that there's a manipulation that is involved in the laughing sometimes, though. The reason why so many attractive people think that they're comedians is because they've been like, let's say it's a hot girl, men have been laughing at them so that they can have sex with that girl. They are just trying to appease her so that way they can get into her pants.
1,000.
And I think, and then eventually that person starts a podcast and then starts touring all over the country.
Yeah, and it's a nightmare. But I also think, specifically to what you're talking about, like that group of gals, I also think they might be actresses who haven't popped off yet. And comedy is just like a quicker, and I'm not saying that it's good comedy or respectable, but you know what I mean? It's just them talking.
Oh, they're getting into actor stuff.
Like that's
their main goal.
Well, yeah, or they tried being actors. It didn't work because it's super fucking hard. But any asshole can go to an open mic, and then the hot shit comes in where, like, dudes are laughing at them. You know what I mean? Maybe they have one.
And the dudes will book them on the show just so they can be around them.
Right, exactly.
And then they'll go and write with them like they're a brand new comedian. You know?
No, and then these gals, like everyone, start a podcast to try and like create an audience and a following, and then it's like turtles all the way down.
Is that why I don't get booked a bunch? Because nobody wants to hang out with me and I'm not a hot guy?
Oh.
Well, definitely the first part.
Oh, no. I'm fun. I'm a fun hang.
Wait, so you do think he's a hot guy? Because that was the second part.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all that matters.
But no one wants to hang out with
I'm
you.
very symmetrical. Each testicle's the same size.
Oh, my God.
Completely.
Jesus. That's what matters.
I thought it was a two-part question.
Well, yeah, I felt like there was
my
more.
devil's advocate ended up being the second part.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got mine, too. I wrote mine.
Oh,
Irene?
okay. Uh-oh, let's hear it.
Since we're on it's Democracy Mao. It's Asian-centric podcast.
Uh-oh.
So I want to know, have you ever dated an Asian man? And why not?
I don't think I have.
Whoa.
But I mean, clearly they didn't like me back, though. I used to work at Barney's, and the merchandiser for Fendi was this guy named Matthew, and he was so hot.
Whoa.
And I think he was Filipino. I forget what kind of Asian he was, but he was hot as shit. But
Did you try to flirt with him?
I mean, I was always trying to be like, I think I was super nice to him, but I was definitely too shy to be like, I think you're so symmetrical and nice and beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just.
You should start comedy.
Yeah.
You'll get booked for sure. Yeah. No, I feel like I don't.
So it was a hot Filipino guy.
I think so.
There
Yeah.
you go.
We exist.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You're fucking. You're wifeyed up. Taurus is hot as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a babe.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Wait, are we saying that Wilfred's a hot Filipino guy?
No, my lady.
No,
Oh,
but we're
yeah.
also saying you're a hot dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nah,
you're
he's
a hot
all
As long as you're
personality.
saying that too.
No, respectfully, you're a hot guy.
No
and-
way.
Stop.
Wilfred's a Quasimodo.
What the hell are you talking about?
Quasimodo.
Okay.
He's just talking about my left testicle, my right.
It's just
He's up there ringing a bell, trying to find a gypsy woman.
One ball's got a hunch.
Yeah.
yeah. The balls are like the eyes.
Just
there
up there
it is.
wishing he could be a hot Filipino
Oh, my
man that
God.
Irene oogled
Yeah.
once.
That was a funny question, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it
you
was.
never have. You've never dated an
Well,
Asian
I mean,
man.
I think the problem is like there's not that many Asians in Miami, and I was in Miami for the first 28 years of my life.
Sure.
There's
Yeah.
not?
Not really. It's kind of a bummer. It's kind of more just like a lot of South Americans and like Caribbean people. I know, gross, right? He said no. He's saying it because the Latinos.
I would think that there would be more like Filipinos.
I mean,
like the service industry down there. That's what I would assume.
Sure, but
she didn't talk to the service industry.
Oh, will you stop? Yeah. I was the service industry.
She'll date an Asian man, but she will not date the help.
Oh. Yeah.
I worked in retail for years. That's the help. What do you? I was the help.
So only one Asian guy caught your eye in your entire
I'm
life.
sure there's more, and I just like you don't remember your loss. You're not like, oh, I'm gonna remember this loss like every time I've been.
I remember all of those.
Really, you guys?
Those are the ones that sit with me.
Both, but you
the ones
as
that
well?
sit with you.
Yeah, the ones that got away. Oh, those stick around.
But what is your definition of getting away? Because I could think someone's cute. Like Matthew, I don't think Matthew had any idea that I thought he was cute. Because I was too chicken shit to say anything, so he would just come to the store and I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like that, But like,
oh, I guess the ones that got away are the ones that I didn't get to, like, even go on a date with.
So you actively remember those? You have like
a
moleskin full of names.
Yeah, I've got a catalog.
Do you really remember?
No, not all of them.
I don't remember.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like Jeff. I'm like you don't.
But I remember a good amount.
If you turn me down, you will never be in my brain again.
Oh really?
I got nothing.
Oh man.
But if we shared
every
moments,
year he's like, I have no idea what JFL is.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, beep, 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 beep.
How dare you?
Got his ass.
I submitted this year.
Oh God.
And I won't get it.
And I won't remember it.
And I won't remember not getting it. Wow. No, I don't remember like the ones that turned me down or anything. None of that sticks with me. Usually the people, whoever I've decided to court, usually works out for me.
Oh, sure.
Very rarely am I like courting and then that falls apart.
Oh, okay.
Usually, I always
knows
get
how
my
to
kiss.
Yeah.
God.
Remember that?
Yeah.
After each date, I get my kiss.
If I'm on a date,
he knows how to find.
I
the
usually
freaks.
get my kiss.
Oh, there you go. So you both are closers.
But it's the getting to the date.
You can't get to the date.
Getting to the date is the
And why do you think that is?
Why don't I get to the date?
Yeah.
Because maybe, I don't know. I'm
like, do you think it's hard to, like, is texting with gals tough? Or like, what do you
No, I think it's...
I think it's hard to date as an Asian man. Because women usually won't say anything when they find them attractive.
What?
Oh, no, not that.
What?
That was a callback to what you did.
That's a dig at you for not making a move
did.
on Matthew.
No, I just didn't. Can I tell you, for the little bit that I was on Bumble, I really felt for guys because I was like, because I just experienced it firsthand of like, oh gosh, it is super hard to like start the conversation because you remember how Bumble works, right? Mm-hmm. Like I matched with this one guy and I didn't know what to say, and then he like extended it. And then I finally wrote him and I was like, gosh, thanks so much for extending it. I really didn't know what to say. And then we like went on a couple dates. It was nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh.
And that's the thing.
And what was his ethnicity?
He was just like a white guy.
Knew it, Wilfred.
But they also, Asian guys don't hit on me either. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a two-way street. So either like they don't think I'm attractive.
No, Asian men don't hit on you because society has told them that they are less desirable.
What?
Explain, Wilfred.
Look at this guy. All of a sudden, all the things I've been saying on the podcast come out.
I know it. I keep it all up here.
Well, and he doesn't drink anymore, so he gets to just retain everything.
I remember it all.
Well, I used to talk
Explain
about
to Irene the plight.
I used to talk about it a lot more on stage. That it is harder. Asian men are the least sought after demographic.
Oh yes, I remember
on
this
every
joke
single.
But would people still laugh because you're attractive? So it's kind of like when a hot girl's like, nobody fucks me.
But it's also, but it's like
you're not ugly. Do you know what I mean? Like
he's
you're too
Quasimodo.
No, he's not. He's symmetrical. And he like dresses really well. Like it's like everything you want. You
Quasimodo
know what I mean?
in a suit.
But it also depends on who.
He never wears a
because
suit.
that's in the eye of the beholder. Not everyone agrees that I'm hot.
Okay.
So it's gonna be, people do laugh.
Okay.
I mean,
they laugh their asses off.
And that wasn't to insult your
good joke.
comedy.
Yeah, Wilfred's a closer.
I didn't mean it like that.
Actually, that was probably the way that the most efficient way for me to meet people was through comedy. because I feel like I was able to actually like express myself and like people got to know me. I think when you're just looking at a photo of me or a photo of any Asian guy, there's all these preconceived notions that you're probably not even fully aware of that you're attaching to this person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They've been emasculated since the 1800s.
Jeez, Jeff, you're being annoying in this.
What?
I agree with you.
You agree?
But it's an annoying way that you're pitching it.
I mean, I hear you, and I get what you're saying. Like, obviously, when you perform, everyone gets to see how swaggy you are, like through your delivery and your material, and you're dressed well, and you're very confident. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like all these like.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing is, you guys don't know how to make straight men don't know how to make dating profiles. Like, I'll never forget. Like, I helped like Pavone and a few others years ago. Like, I'm
Did
like,
you tell him to hold a fish?
No, but I was like, you got to organize the pictures.
Like, Pavone, you got to hold a smaller fish. You look short.
Yeah. Give this man a tiny fish. Oh, no. You got to hold a fish. What was wrong with his profile?
No, it was just like the pictures weren't good. Do you know what I mean?
I did the same thing with Gary. I went through his profile. Oh yeah, I was just like, Gary, none of the he was like, oh, this shows personality. It's like, you got to be hot first. Yeah. Be hot and then show personality in the answers.
Right. Totally. Absolutely.
I had a pretty nice little profile.
I'm sure you did.
For how long?
For like a month or two.
I doubt that.
Did you enjoy it, Jeff?
I hated being single.
Jeff is single for like 6 hours.
I don't like it. I'm not meant to be that way.
Well, you're married now, so there it is.
I was meant to be with this growth of a woman that will never leave me alone.
Chelsea's cool as hell.
Also, she yelled at me the other day for taking a nap.
What's her national?
Wasn't that every day? Oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah, she's always yelling at me for my naps.
What's her background?
What, ethnic-wise?
Yeah.
She is half Jewish on her father's side.
Okay.
So it doesn't really count. But we think he was in the Jewish mafia. Anyways.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, like Mossad? Or I don't know.
Whatever their thing was.
The IDF.
No, not the IDF is like Israel.
No, yeah.
No, it's like New York. He worked real estate. So
okay.
And there was something to do. He had some kind of mafia, Jewish mafia type.
Sure.
And then her mom was turns out she always thought was like part Native American.
Oh, cool.
Turns out part black. That her mom, the family hid. And they found out through Ancestry.com.
Cool.
Great grandma was white passing, dropped off at a doorstep.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Half white or half black?
I don't know. They just said white passing.
Okay.
And then that family got adopted, and that was never talked about.
John's family is like one of his grandfathers is adopted. That's why his last name's Nunn, because apparently, like at the orphanage, like you just put Nunn, and he has like Cherokee Indian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. The Nunn thing.
I didn't know either until he explained it to me. And
wait,
what?
John's from an orphanage?
No, like a couple John has two parents. But
okay.
But like a couple.
You dating Batman?
I'm dating Batman. Broke Batman. None of the advantages.
He's got a bunch of shitty gadgets.
And killer shoes. Gadgets that don't work. No, and his mom's from Ireland.
Oh, okay. But now you're with John for. Are you guys gonna get married?
I think so.
What's going on there? What's happening?
He wants to make his movie first, which it should be happening in the spring.
Well, let's hurry up and get.
Do you guys want to have kids?
No.
No.
I mean,
because I feel like you'd be a good mom.
Oh, thanks. I thought I wanted to for a while, and then I kind of and I started doing like the IVF when I was single. It's a lot though. Like I don't know if either of you guys are gonna get on that.
On the IVF?
Yeah, on that journey.
I don't know. Chelsea keeps bringing up adoption.
So that's what I was getting to. So one of my best friends is adopted. And I always thought like, yeah, I'd adopt a kid, no problem. And then when John and I first started dating, I was like, do you absolutely want kids? And his response was, there's a lot of kids that need homes. And I was like, oh, I know. I was like, yeah, that's the perfect answer. So I don't think it would be financially responsible to have a kid in like the next couple of years unless we like both come into a shit ton of money. Like as we are right now, it just wouldn't like to have a kid like tomorrow or in a year like would not be responsible at all.
But in like 5 or 6, you might.
I mean, if in 5 or 6 we're both millionaires and whatever, I'd be down to adopt one. But
you could foster too. The government gives you money for fostering.
Yeah, but fostering's rough.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah.
There's a reason why the government gives you money for it.
Well, can you just do? How many do you have to do? Can you just do one at a time?
You could.
I think that's ideal.
But you're also getting a kid that's like older and been through a lot.
Yeah, like a 17-year-old. You only got him for a year.
Great. Jeff. I was going to say John. Jeff.
Well, a year.
You have no concept of how tough that could be.
What? A tough year?
Let's save Jeff from this PR nightmare.
I've had hard years.
The other reason why I know I don't want kids right now is because kind of like Graham's same reason. Like when my parents die, like I'll have to take care of my brother, which Graham is on that same tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at least Graham's little brother is verbal. Like
when Chelsea dies, I have to take care of Jeff.
Oh, there it is.
Which is
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
I gotta shield him from social situations.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because Graham's freaking out about that.
Yeah.
So much where he's made a whole one-man show where he just bitches. But
what a bitch. I'm gonna send the minute this podcast comes out. I'm texting Graham. And I think Graham also does really want to get married and have kids. We're like, I'm in no rush. I love John and in that love, like there's security and I'm not like, where's my ring? You know what I mean? Like people think these are, which is perfect because then people bother me less. But like people are like people see these and they're like, did you guys get engaged? And I'm like, no, my mom gave me these, but perfect. But like one less, fucking leave me alone. But yeah, we live together. Like he's
pretty
my
much
guy.
married.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love it. Get married soon.
Why? So we can all go to brunch together?
Yeah.
We can do that now.
Chelsea lost her engagement ring.
Oh no.
It's expensive
ring. I know. I'm being serious.
No, you did a whole voice.
No, but
that was like a.
You did do it. You did do a goofy
That sounds like something I would do. You
that
did it like
was
I
a
would.
genuine. No, but that was like a god.
Yeah.
No, but it was.
You genuinely turn into a Scooby-Doo bad guy.
What the hell?
A little critter. No, that's brutal.
I know it's an expensive ring.
Do you want to know that happened?
I tell her I'm like I'm fine. No, it's fine. I don't. It's your ring, really. I say that. But deep down, I'm like, fuck, that was a nice ring.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, maybe she can. I don't know.
No, it's gone forever.
Oh, stop.
It's gone.
You want to know something
It's an
even
old heirloom
worse?
from my grandma.
Oh, was it
Was
really?
it really?
No, I just bought it on a Carnival cruise ship.
Oh.
Oh, Jeff. What the hell?
They got jewelry stores on the boat.
They're like, listen, you can get a 50% ship credit, or we pay you 30%.
Yeah,
Was that
I got a
it?
discount.
I knew it.
And no taxes, international waters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a nice ring. At a deal. Anyways.
Jeff, that's your at a deal. That's your autobiography.
Yeah, at a deal. Yeah, there's the art of the deal, and then at a deal.
Jeff Sheen at a deal.
Just the pictures of me holding things that I got at deals.
Yeah.
Got this at a deal.
Book full price though.
Full price. This will never be on sale.
Never a coupon. Yeah. No, I know these people who the guy like hadn't been able to he hadn't gotten to propose yet, and the gal threw the ring out.
Oh.
What do you mean she threw it out?
Like I think
she was cleaning the apartment.
Yeah, she was like,
and
didn't know and threw it out.
Hilarious.
And it actually went in the trash. And I think it was like 10 G's or something. Like it was like a big old and then he just had to like fucking save up.
Dude, I saw my grandpa's ring. It was both my grandparents on my dad's side. Their rings had the biggest fucking diamonds.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could never afford something like that.
Believe in yourself, though.
Yeah. Well, they probably got it in the Philippines.
You're such a bitch. I can't.
Yeah. What? It's probably cheaper over there.
I think they are actually a little bit.
See?
Okay.
You gave me a look, and I knew I had a feeling I was right. I'm a boat guy. I know diamonds are cheaper overseas.
Yeah. Once you hit the waters.
Yeah, once you hit the waters and you stop over in the Dominican Republic, you'll see how cheap diamonds can get.
But are we still talking about good cut quality?
I mean, they look good. Okay, well, to me.
It's all about the lab ones now.
Yeah, everyone's lab grown.
But the problem is the lab ones don't keep their value.
That's fine.
Yeah, but you do a little bit more research.
Yeah, but you don't need to. This is a love ring, not something that you just hawk.
Sure.
Yeah, Irene's already looking at how much you
Yeah.
can resell it for.
No, I just
Will you
I
be
used
with
to
me
date.
forever? Sure. How much is this worth so I can hawk it?
Shut up.
It's gonna lose its value.
You know that's not true. No, but I don't think a lot of people know that other part.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
See, yeah.
Mine wasn't lab grown.
And now
though.
I'm the asshole. Oh, and there you go. And you bought a non-lab grown ring.
Oh yeah, kids died getting those diamonds.
Oh my god.
Wait, yours was like yours killed Africans?
I have no idea.
You can do.
How would I know that?
You can do.
It was real
not-
diamond though.
Oh,
yeah, you
man.
can do ethically sourced real diamonds.
Yeah,
They don't
it
all-
could have been. I don't
Yeah,
know.
ethically
All right,
sourced. We
well,
all know
whatever.
that
Okay.
some African died.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
blood diamonds are cool. Did you ever see that movie? Anyways,
No, I didn't. Is it good?
it's nice.
Okay.
Did I tell you what happened when I proposed? I told you
No,
this, didn't I?
well, I forgot. I don't know. Tell me.
I was gonna save it. I was gonna do it in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
I brought us tickets. I was like, let's go to Puerto Rico, thinking
Uh-huh.
that'd be cool. And she was
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, Puerto Rico. Anyways,
So you didn't go.
so we ended up not going, but we
Did you
went
get
down
a
to.
refund? Did you get your tickets back?
Well, we went down. We packed up. We were gonna do like a weekend in Jersey on the beach, the Jersey Beach, whatever. There's some kind of beach rental place we got.
Sure.
And then we were packing up, and she found the ring while we were packing up. And she didn't say anything, puts it back in the backpack. I grab my stuff. I don't grab that backpack. I'm like, I don't need that. And then she noticed, she's like, he didn't take the ring? I thought he was going to propose to me on this trip. So we got into a big old fight over the whole weekend. Huge fight. And then when we got back home, she's like, well, I guess re-hide the ring somewhere else now. And then I just went in the room, and I was like, well, do you want to just put it on your finger now?
That's hilarious.
That was it?
That was it.
a
That
very
was the
a very
proposal.
you proposal. But she's
Wasn't
been.
going to re-hide it. No, just get this over with
But
now.
why were you leaving the book bag behind to begin with? Because it wasn't Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we weren't going to. I was going to bring that to Puerto Rico.
Since Puerto Rico wasn't happening and it was just a regular.
Just a regular old
weekend.
trip. I just grabbed a different
were-
bag and threw
Ah,
stuff in
okay.
there.
Right.
That's
She
all I was thinking. It was like she didn't know about that the ring over there.
Yeah.
She had no idea.
But
and then
she did.
And then she found it. Then we canceled the Puerto Rico trip. It's like, well, I guess we don't need to go here anymore.
Yeah.
Save myself $500.
At minimum.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about Renan's proposal?
No.
He did it in Aruba.
Oh yeah, sure.
He had flowers all over the bed and a guy playing guitar in the room. Isn't that
Oh.
brutal? I was out romanticed by Renan.
I mean, it doesn't take much to get to be out romantic.
What, for me?
Yeah, for you.
What? I mean, it's Renan, though.
You are that's the lowest tier.
Is that the correct pronunciation? I always say Ronan, but
Renan.
I pronounce everything wrong.
You can go either way, I think.
Oh, okay.
He never knows.
How does he not know his own pronunciation?
He doesn't know. You ask him,
Yeah.
he's around. He goes, wow.
He's
whatever.
never corrected anyone.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
doesn't. He
think.
just goes with.
He
he's
just
like, whatever you
bites
wanna
the
say.
arm of his glasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he got down on one knee. Will you spend the rest of your life
Oh my god,
with me?
you're
Should
wild.
have
for
wiped
this.
down her leg.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Please say yes.
Thuffer and Thuckatash, you guys are out of control.
And when he got up to give her a kiss, he was winded. Anyways,
Jesus.
I'm
hope
a
he-
little bitch.
Yeah, no, everybody knows.
All right, so that was my question there. Let's see here.
Okay, more
I
questions.
got a couple. Irene,
okay.
you are of Miami descent. Cuban,
Yeah.
Cuban. All right.
Yeah, he remembered.
So, do you think that Cubans will ever vote for a socialist? Do you think Miami Cubans will ever go? I guess that now is blue, but because I know they go red. They hate communism.
Yeah, but Miami, I mean, I
Are
keep
the
my
Cubans coming over?
well, it also depends on who you're talking to because my generation I think is more blue. I think my generation is more blue and our parents' generation are more red. That being said, there are people in my generation who voted for Trump and we're like, "Are you a moron?"
Ah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
people you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's brutal. And I want to call them fucking morons. And instead I'm like, hey, you liked the Everglades? He's going to fucking suck up the Everglades and turn it into a parking lot.
That's kind of cool.
Jeff, no. Jeff, stop.
There's a lot of. You know what I just learned about the Everglades?
What?
There's like 300,000 pythons, up to 300,000
Oh,
pythons.
you want to know why? Because they're not native to Florida. It's fucking psychos that
They
just
got out.
have them
Yeah.
have exotic pets and they just release them.
They pay
That's
you money for
crazy.
catching and killing them.
Yeah,
Really?
because it's fucking up the ecosystem.
Yeah. If
Like
we
they're-
fail, we should move down to Florida and become snake catchers.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Jeff and Wilfred snake wrangling.
That would be a good like HGTV.
That'd be a good show.
Yeah. You know what John's
Stop
super
doing
into
this.
now is homesteading. Do you guys know?
I've watched a lot of Homestead
Have you
stuff.
watched Homestead Rescue, the one with the Rainies?
Yeah, the dad's the best.
Wait, what's that?
The dad rules.
Oh,
They fix homesteaders.
Yes.
They're like.
Do you know what homesteading is? Because I didn't.
That's what I
Okay,
need
so
to-
homesteading is people who live off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Chickens and goats.
Right, and also like solar panels, and they have to have like a water source, and like
Got it.
and it's usually like in Alaska or like fucking just like in the middle of nowhere. That's the whole thing. But then the problem is, which this is what drives me crazy. I keep looking at Jeff because Jeff's seen episodes. So many people like don't know what they're doing. Like I would do so much research before going into this, and they're just like, oh, we're a year into it, and we have no food, and the wells run dry. And it's like, you guys are fucking morons.
That sounds
What?
like something I'd do.
All right, well,
I'm just
then you're
saying there's
also
people out there. I mean, there's millions of us.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Well, I
they're
guess
voting for Trump.
you try to do all your preparation, and then at some point you're like, well, I guess we're at a new problem, and there's no internet, so I can't figure it out.
Right,
Yeah,
right. And so,
yeah.
but then they do still have cell phone service. Well, you can still do like Wi-Fi. Like they all still like somehow like send out a red flag to. Or
Yeah, they all have
flare.
electricity still. and
Yeah,
you
they
can
still
access
exactly. So I guess they can set up their little Wi-Fi shit.
Yeah.
But then they call this man Marty
Yeah.
Rainey.
Stuff. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think he's a hot old guy?
Yeah, I think he's attractive.
Irene. Anyways.
I mean, he's cooked. He is cooked and fried. He's also
Yeah, he is.
married. So
yeah,
like, there's
and he's
that.
always shirtless. Doesn't he take his or unbutton his shirt?
No, yeah.
He, like, does, like, a
Wilfred,
deep
I'm
unbutton.
I'm not exaggerating. He unbuttons his button to here.
Oh, I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah.
He's like that. He has 10 of those shirts.
Yeah, he's
It's
always
crazy.
low unbuttoned. Yeah.
And then he has he has more than 2 kids. But
Look at that hunk. Look at that old hunk.
Marty Rainey.
Look at that shirtless.
No,
Whoa.
that's Photoshop.
That's not him?
I mean, it's
Photoshop?
him, but I don't.
Look like
he
it. It kinda
usually
looked
has
like
hair though.
it. Oh, I don't know.
He usually has a hairy chat.
But I feel
He
like
has
it's
a tough
people-
down there.
It's like city people. Sounds like somebody that would be like me. It'd be like, I can get out of the city, I own a homestead. I can figure it out. And then you just do
You're-
that. And then they get screwed over.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they need help. And they got to call the homesteaders. Is
Yeah.
John going to homestead?
He jokes about it, and I'm like, you sleep too much to want to be a homestead. Like that's the other thing. It's basically like running a farm. Like you have to wake up, feed the chickens, get the well water, like dee. Like it's not. I'm like, John, you like to nap.
You
John-
can nap as a homesteader.
Maria Purizzi.
You let him nap?
Of course.
You can absolutely nap.
What should I not?
Oh,
Shut up, Jeff. Jeff gets in trouble every day because he takes a nap because his wife works really hard, and then he claims to work really hard.
But you know what's funny? You guys have known each other for years, so she like knew what she was getting into, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's her fault that she married you.
No,
all her
no.
fault.
I'm not. I don't want to. I'm not
Been
saying
over
that.
10 years. She knew.
How did you guys meet?
At a restaurant. We worked at the same
Oh, that's
restaurant in
right.
Chicago.
I remember this.
She was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bartender and I was a server, and then we'd flirt, and then we
Yeah, yeah,
started dating, then we broke up, started dating, broke up, started dating, broke up, started dating, broke
For
up.
10
How many
years.
times did you do this?
Like
How many times did we break up?
Yeah.
Endless.
5, 6 times maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like 4.
Nah, I think we
No.
broke up like 2-3 times in Chicago, couple times, 2-3 times here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of back and forth.
Did you just date her in between every single girlfriend you've had?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
1,000%.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time he was single, he'd go back to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then she'd take me back with open arms and say, come back
It's
to
also
me.
brutal. It's also brutal being single in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was great at it for my brief stay.
No, you just said you hated it earlier.
I didn't say...
reverse.
No,
like
no.
rewind back to
No,
22 minutes.
I was good
Yes,
at
you
it, but
said
I
it.
hated it. I didn't say
Okay, so how do you define being good at it?
being good at it. Oh, I'd snag dates and I'd get a smooch.
Snagging a smooch, baby.
I'd set up a date.
Oh
We'd go
my
out for drinks and
God.
I'd get a smooch.
But I also think you're like an assassin. Like you knew who to like. You know
Did you?
what I mean?
How much dating did you do in New York?
Not too much. I'm actually pretty good at figuring out who I want to date
That's
rather
it.
quickly.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm trying to say. Like he like figures out his target and then zones in for the kill.
I can tell. I can tell if
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah, he can
like,
read a
mean
within
room.
like a minute.
Within a minute of knowing them, like dating
Yeah,
them.
I always feel. I always feel it.
Did you ever
like-
use the apps?
Yeah, I did the apps a couple times.
Okay,
Yeah, I did the apps. That's where I get my random smooches from.
sure.
But
But like girlfriends were always in person. Or did you date some? Do you have a girlfriend from the apps? Did you have a girlfriend from the app?
No,
Sorry.
no, I never did. No,
See?
just like short dates and stuff.
There you go.
But then it would be like girls that I like knew, and like we've always had some kind of. You can feel a little spark.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what happened. He's
He's
like, look at this freak in the back of a fucking like show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel the spark, Wilfred?
Between you two?
No.
No, it's been.
I mean,
no,
with the way that she lets John nap, now I'm regretting all my decisions.
Now you're calling back. Please.
Back. I just want to nap.
Let me nap.
Let me nap.
It's funny that she gets pissed about it.
She does. She's mean. She's a monster.
No, it's not
But
true.
I love her, and I'll never leave her.
There you
And
go.
if I do, I'll come right back.
I'll be homesteading with John.
And you'll be homesteading with John.
Oh my god.
But you know, when you meet somebody in the first minute, you can always kind of like, all right, we're vibing.
Yeah.
This person,
Yeah.
I can get this.
Yeah, you
I can tell real quick.
Yeah, you can tell.
I've
No?
had that.
There
Yeah.
I've
you
had that
go.
with me and Teresa.
Yeah.
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 How did you guys meet online?
No, I was doing checks at New York Comedy Club on
Oh,
23rd.
cool.
Yeah, she saw
24th.
him do his thing.
She saw me do checks.
Yeah, she's
and
like, is
then-
this guy not getting
Which
paid?
is a brutal. It's brutal. To
That's
do
how
checks.
good I am at comedy.
Oh god.
Is that she
Here
saw
we
me
go, laying his
checks and
dick
that.
down,
Yeah,
baby.
right.
And then
She's in the middle of tipping.
Oh
Wait
my
a second.
gosh. Wait a second.
Who is this?
fuck 20%.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just.
Wait, was she with a gang of gals or was
She was with her brother.
Oh, cool.
And then after the show, I had to go to 2nd or to 4th Street because when you do checks on the weekends, you do both spots.
yeah,
right?
no, I know.
I was walking down to 4th Street.
Like I don't fucking know.
Well, you haven't done checks in a long time.
You're right. I haven't.
Yeah, you've been officially passed in a long time.
Brother, they haven't booked me. I canceled on Candy twice and forget it.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure my little thing on Netflix will come out.
Don't
and then
worry,
she'll be
see this pod and
Exactly.
then
Yeah,
release
yeah,
it.
That'll
Yeah,
be
this
it.
will do it.
Mhm. Yes.
but-
Shoot me to the moon, baby.
Teresa used to live on 5th Street.
Oh, nice.
So
I know where
so
this is
I was
headed.
leaving the club. I was leaving the club, walking down, and then her and her brother were in that pizza place across the street. They came out, and then her brother was like, "Hey, you're great set, whatever."
Aw.
And then we just walked down the street together.
Oh.
Aw,
Yeah.
how sweet.
Did he let you know that he was the brother real quick?
She
Hey, great set. By the way, I'm her brother if you want to
She
pork
was
my
like,
sister.
yeah, this is my brother. She said it.
She
real
said
quick.
it.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know I'm not with him. He's my brother.
Yeah. I don't have sex with him.
Yeah, then she bit her lip real hard.
Imagine if Jeff was a girl.
I'd be a whore.
I was just going to say, you'd be a walking STD.
Probably. I can't say no.
Yeah.
Can't close his legs either.
Can I buy you a drink?
Also,
I guess.
I mean, you got a wallet, don't
Yeah,
you?
you got the money for
You've been
it.
saying slick shit left and right. You think you'd have your titties out for sure,
Oh, you better
right?
believe
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh
Can
my
I get you a
God.
drink? Or which hole do you want?
Oh my God, Jeff.
I still say that today.
Dios mío.
Men have 2 holes.
Oh my God. This ain't right.
People act like men don't have mouths and anuses. Anyways.
Oh, I'm such a. I was thinking about the penis and the butt.
The dick hole? No.
Well, that's why I was
many
getting
more- how
grossed
many more-
out.
You can't pleasure the dick hole.
How many more do you got?
I got one more.
And how are we doing
Yeah,
on
I've got-
time, beauties?
We got time.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
All right, no, I didn't.
Because
I
a
just
lot of the
respectful.
earlier part was just riffraff.
Okay.
So we start the show whenever we start. I'm
Right,
going to cut
right.
out all of the shit that Jeff said in the beginning.
Yeah, right. You don't got it in you.
Okay. All right.
I like telling people you don't got it in
I
them.
know that's such a funny way to try someone. You ain't got it in you, brother.
Yeah, you can do that. You ain't got it in you.
Just to test them. Just
Here,
to rile
Irene,
them up.
this is here's a question.
Uh-oh.
How do you feel about the shift in DEI?
Oh.
Well, go on. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, how
As
the
a person
government's
of color?
which I'm not gonna.
No. You're
No,
Hispanic.
I know, but it's like, but people get pissed because I am white, even though I don't. You know.
I've got a follow-up question to that one, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, no, I think it's stupid. I think that DEI exists because we're making up for years of hiring white guys that didn't deserve it or weren't qualified. So what's your follow-up?
Oh, well, here.
yeah, suck
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Let
that.
me stick
Here.
to this.
Suck on that, buddy.
You know, the
No,
whole
no.
reason I thought of this because I was talking with Adam Mamawala.
Okay.
And
What's Mama saying?
So
Mama-
we were
slam-a-la
just
ding
texting
dong.
today, and
Uh-huh.
he was like, my college agent told me to not talk about ethnicity because colleges don't want to hear anything about DEI.
Really?
They're moving away from anything that could be perceived as DEIs.
Really?
So should I just scratch my whole I'm a white Latina thing?
Yeah, you're done. No colleges for you.
I mean, they don't
Looks like I'm
fucking-
going to be getting some more work.
It's
Daddy's back.
I mean, yeah, it's
it's
funny.
crazy.
Even the DEI thing works out in the favor for the white guys.
Here's the thing. It's crazy to me that
They
like
keep failing upwards.
colleges have no fucking spine.
Of course not. It's all donor based.
Like no matter what, they're just like, oh, whatever is like the hip way to think, we're just gonna do that.
No, it's not even the hip way to think. It's that like the donors. Like I know this girl who didn't get into Columbia. Her grandfather donated a library, and then guess who got into Columbia?
Sure,
She
yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's that, but these are student activity groups that are saying we don't want DEI.
Because maybe they'll lose
These are
funding.
student bookers.
Because, okay, but who tells the student bookers what to book?
The other students.
What are you talking about? The student bookers book it.
Yeah.
Right,
the
but they don't
students
get
pick.
any kind of directive from adults.
They do have like an adult, like an
okay,
older person. That
all
Yeah,
right.
but most of the
Kinda direct
So I'm
decision
sure
making
the
comes
old-
from students.
No, but Wilfred, I'm sure there's an older person who's like, hey, whoever you book, make sure they don't say this because we can't lose funding. Do you really think like a fucking $1 million institution like whatever Ivy League school is just gonna let some fucking dickless 19-year-old be like, we like Theo Vaughn, we'll book, and Theo's fine. I'm not shitting on him, but
They kind of can though a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
all right.
The students have more voting power.
I just feel like,
And who they pick.
okay, so let's think of an extreme case. If the students were like, we're going to book a Ku Klux Klan neo-Nazi guy, there would be no adults to intervene until like the fucking psycho shows up on campus.
That's an extreme case.
Well, but
I mean,
that's
that
what I'm
has
s-
happened. There's been conservative student groups that have booked those types of people. And then there's like the student protests.
Okay.
but even
so-
on the other end, there's the
Okay, no, and this is, I mean, I know that you guys do the colleges more than I do.
I don't.
Or, I mean, Jeff
I've only
more
done
so than all of
colleges
us.
opening for people.
Sure, same. I mean, I've done an opening for Jeff.
I think I've aged out.
Really? Because you look like you could still do it?
They're starting to smell it on me.
Really?
The kids
Yeah.
starting to smell
Well, it's
my
like
old
the things
man.
that we.
They're
that-
like,
It smells like old man balls.
It smells like old man. His ideas are
It's also like
old.
the things that we're talking about now.
Well, and that's
are
what I was
older.
going to say.
Yeah.
But Jeff, I'm sure if you intentionally were like, well, I'm not going to talk about being married and I'm not going to talk about, if you like intentionally
talk
did
about
it.
Riz.
Yeah, I got to talk
Yeah.
about Riz.
Riz
You know,
and
even I've noticed
cats.
at like Sesh, I'll say like my wife, and they'll be like, you can just feel it.
And that's,
And it was different when I said girlfriend.
and that's what I'm saying. That's going back to what I was saying about sex. Like if I ever tried to talk about sex on stage, you can kind of feel the whole audience be like, we don't want this. And Sesh is such a bro fest. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
Like-
bro fest.
like, that
well, they're all
kid is-
very young too.
Yeah.
They're all like 20s, early 20s.
Well, okay, so and this is a perfect example of being a woman in comedy. So Blair like has credits and stuff, right?
Blair
Saki, I'm sorry. So I was Blair Saki, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
And she was in town. What? Why are we doing this? Oh, because it's his show. But yeah. But it was wild because it was like it was like all these. Blair was the only gal on the show
At Sesh.
at Sesh. No surprise there, and the host who like also owns the whatever, that one guy who hosts it, just brought her up and he's like, oh yeah, like just like the most dog shit intro, didn't list any of her credits, and then like Emil came on, oh this guy's on SNL, you know, fucking Tom Takar came on, oh like,
Well, I think he just doesn't know. He didn't know Blair.
no, but Blair told him, like, he asked her, he's like, I saw the whole thing happen. He goes, hey, what are your credits? And Blair's like, you know, XYZ, like, nice credits. Like, I've done Adult Swim, all this, like, cool shit. And then he was just like, oh, so here's someone who's wearing a hat that isn't MAGA, but kind of looks at Blair Saki. And you're like, what?
Maybe he forgot. Maybe he panicked and forgot.
No, okay, but
What?
it's frustrating that he didn't forget Emil's stuff and he forgot
Well, how
Blair's.
can you forget Emil's stuff?
But this is what we're talking about. Do you know what I mean? And then if you make a big stink out of it, you're a bitch. And
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Emil's a fine, you know, I'm not shitting on Emil, but it's like it sucks that this guy just shat on Blair. It was like, and then it like fucked up her whole set because she was just like she's like, what the fuck? And then like the kids were like not,
That happened to me once
and that crowd wants fucking credits. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
At New York, it was when I was doing checks, I think it was Amina that was hosting. She was just like, yeah, so the show's over, but I don't know, there's 2 more comedians.
And that's crazy. That fucks you up.
And then I got off stage and she was like, I'm so sorry I said that. I have no idea what I was thinking. And then, there was no way that I was going to go on stage with confidence.
Of course, exactly. But here's the thing. Here's the difference between Amina and this boy. Amina apologized and realized that she fucked up. Yeah. And this guy who probably is just like some trust fund kid who owns a fucking cellar in Chinatown or wherever the fuck this place is.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He doesn't give a fuck. He's just like a kid with like a cool show now. So there was no apology to Blair. Like, it's just like, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm sure he has a podcast, and I'm sure he has more followers than I do, so.
Oh, Irene, don't spiral on us.
There's no way that that's true.
Oh, it's fine.
You still do yours?
No.
What was it? Talking with Nana?
Yeah. Dear Nana, advice from an idiot.
Dear Nana.
Because there was a thing for a while where like they're like you have to have like a colon, like kind of like how book titles now they always tell you like have like a longer title, like unfuck your, like
yeah. What was some of your advice? What's some advice for us? Give us some Dear Nana advice right now.
A lot of people liked The Power of Now. A lot of people liked that book and like just to live in the present and, be mindful and meditate and all that stuff. I feel like you were going to say something and I cut you off.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay.
The 48 Laws of Power. That's another one.
That's a full
That's for sociopaths.
Yeah.
I read that one, but that's because I saw Josh Johnson reading it. He recommended it.
I tried to read the...
That's another one that I started and didn't finish.
The How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I read that when I was younger.
So that's Dale Carnegie or Carnegie. I'm not know. I always thought it was Carnegie, and then Kevin Ryan was like, it's Carnegie, and I was like,
oh, really? I always said Carnegie.
I always said Carnegie too.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Not like you know the guy.
No, but you don't want to be at a party like I said. Umbros in front of Sam, and he's like, it's Umbros, and I was like, or he was like, he did his like, what was that?
Oh, you mean the
Umbros.
soccer brand?
Yeah. How do you say it?
Umbro.
I think I said Umbros. I don't know. I said it different.
What's an Umbro?
It's a soccer brand.
It's just a brand. It's like saying Adidas.
Oh, who cares? I bombed a job interview because I said Dolus and Gabbana.
Dolce & Gabbana.
What was this job interview?
It was for a job at I think Saks.
Hilarious.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
They're like, oh god,
good.
not the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they shirts? I could fold them.
Oh, you weren't even going to be on the floor? You were going to be like a backstock?
Yeah, give me like a backstock. I was like,
who
cares?
That's
just
stupid.
give me the folding shirt.
Yeah. Man, me and Timbo folding jeans at Calvin Klein was so much fun.
Oh yeah.
He showed me hot ones. Or the hot wings.
Oh yeah, you showed the hot wings?
Yeah, we just watched a ton of those.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We were just folding jeans, eating shit.
Here, let me see what your last one is, and then I'm gonna.
Look at
it's a surprise.
Because let me see, because I have one.
Sorry, I just did it
that
super
relates
loud.
to something that was talked about earlier.
Well, I'll do mine.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see if it's curious. All right, Irene. All right, you said this earlier. White passing. So
God.
This is what mine was about.
Well, let's see if you wrote the same question.
Jesus Christ.
Irene, at what age did you notice you were treated differently for being white passing?
Oh, not what mine was.
In comparison to your Hispanic peers.
I don't know if there was ever a definitive. Okay, I'm the two things that I'm thinking of that I'll tell you is I remember we were at the yacht club, my mom's friends had invited us, and we were sitting there, and I heard this I'm talking 7 or 8 year old kid go, "Oh yeah, those people are spics," and I was like, "What?"
Whoa,
and
spicy.
He goes, "Spanish people imported from Cuba," and I go, "Oh my god, it's an acronym!" I just thought it was Hispanic,
I
spic,
didn't know
whatever.
that either.
I mean, he said the whole thing, and I was like, I didn't even because
it's an acronym.
This kid had an acronym for it, and again, Miami's so
smart kid.
Yeah, how is this kid so racist?
Smart racist kid.
It was wild, and
I never knew it was an acronym.
I maybe it's just for him. Yeah,
what was it again? Spanish people
imported from Cuba. Spic, and I was like, oh my god. And then that's the other thing. I had never really heard I don't know. We don't say it to each. It's not like when I moved up here and Dominicans were saying the N-word. I was like, whoo, okay. I guess some people say it down in Miami, but it's like, it's kind of like, don't.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't.
I saw a guy that he was clearly of Latin descent, but he looked like you.
Sure. Yeah.
And I was like,
even, yeah.
Man, who let you practice that word where you can say it so comfortably now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I
knew a white guy that said it.
And like, that's why. And then I was like, somebody was like, well, like the African diaspora. And I was like, okay, like if you're Dominican and you're also black, like go for it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Not that you need my permission, but yeah, I agree. If you look like me and you're also Latino, you don't get to say the N-word.
A lot of Dominicans don't think they're black though.
That's
a whole other
not
thing.
my monkey, not my circus.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
How can you not think you're black and then still say the word?
So the reason why it's because the Dominican Republic and Haiti share an island,
right?
Yeah. And they don't, and they think that they're better than Haiti. So and Haiti are black people. Okay. So it's their way of differentiating.
They're black people over there. We're not Haitian.
Yeah, we're not black. They're black.
Or it's like, do you want me to be a cunty Latina right now? They don't even pronounce their R's, baby. They don't even roll their R's. Puerto Ricans,
the Dominicans,
and the Puerto Ricans. And I'm not saying all, but some. Like, I can tell the difference between a Dominican person and a Puerto Rican person when they're speaking Spanish.
Because they're not rolling their R's.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know, like I can I mean, I know Cubans like eat their vowels too, but I mean, my mom and I pronounce all of it.
Why do the R's get rolled? I can't do it.
I don't, it's like different pronunciation, you know what I mean? Like, why do you say the TH and the a certain way, and then when it's like wealth, it's different?
Or like the and the?
Sure, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can't roll my R's because I'm tongue-tied.
Uh-huh.
So does that make me Dominican?
There it is. I knew it. I knew we were going somewhere. I know, and it's just like a thing. I mean, just like the Selena movie. Like, there's like a scene in the movie where they're like teaching the little girl like relo, like you have to like, because the girl's just going like relo, and it's like, no, there's R's in it, and you gotta. It's just like a practice. Just like there's other like cultures that like don't do the TH because it's just like not in their thing, you know.
Here so my question isn't too
and it's a closer. Is that
too different from?
I'm having a ball, by the way.
Mine was pretty good.
This one's pretty good too.
And now I learned that's an acronym.
And is this the same, by the way, or is it just the lighting? Like, is just the couch? Wow, because it looks monochromatic.
The couch is actually green and this is brown.
Oh,
yeah,
well, the lighting in here. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So, can I say Spanish people
Can I ask my
Cuba?
question?
Oh my god.
A lot of Spanish people imported from Cuba around here.
I mean, if you want to be slick in front of Cubans, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. Yeah.
Someone's like, wait a second.
Listen, this son of a bitch. Go, Wilfred. I'm sorry.
All right, Wilfred. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting.
About Jeff.
Do you feel that it's harder to engage with your culture as a white passing Latina?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. I always feel not Latina enough. You know what I mean? But I also don't feel white. Like, I remember growing up and like seeing a Confederate flag and being like, we got to get out of here. Like, you know, you'd hear like,
sure,
we got to go. Like, this is scary.
I feel that way all the time.
Of course. Yeah, like naturally.
Well, I mean, white people don't love it either.
Well, I guess not all. I also should want to.
I'll see you want to be like, I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but I guess, like. But that, like, even my little brother, like, I'm the weird looking one. Do you know what I mean? Like, all my.
Oh, does the rest of your family look more?
1,000%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, my little brother has like he's also like a bigger guy, but he has like a big ass. Like, I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? But yeah, like, my little brother has brown hair and brown eyes. My cousin Sophie, who everyone is like super attracted to, Julia, Mariana, like, everyone looks very Latina, and I'm just like this like white wonder weirdo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it doesn't help that I like dye my hair.
Oh yeah.
But even when I was growing up, like there's pictures of me and my friends, and I just look like the oddball out, and there's just that feeling of like not enough and not fitting in. Even though like, and even when I moved here, they're like, yeah, whatever, and it's like, you don't even speak Spanish. Like, I get it that you're Puerto Rican and you look like Jennifer Lopez, but you can't read or write. So who's more what now?
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, but it's like. But then again, yeah, like if we're looking at a lineup, they're gonna think that they're Latina before me, which I get. That's all.
This is
that can of worms.
That thing about that I keep on bringing up about having like a half Asian kid.
What?
It's like it's how do you how do you like raise your kid
Mm-hmm.
to feel comfortable enough in their skin, even though they don't look like the rest of the culture?
Well, I mean, I feel like Asian genetics are so strong that like if you and Teresa were to, I'm just gonna say her name in Spanish. If you and because like I know that I fuck it up when she tells me, and she's given me permission to say it like that.
Can I, Teresa?
There you go.
I'm
You have to talk to her about it. I don't know.
I'll let her know.
But Asian genetics are so strong that I feel like, do you know what I mean? Like if you guys were to have kids, like your child.
I'm gonna have weak DNA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on weak DNA.
What's wrong?
Tell.
I want my kids to look exactly like her.
Yeah. They're gonna come out blonde hair.
No, but either way, even like because
let's think of like a hot mixed Asian and white kid because I know they. But exist.
The thing is, I've seen a lot of mixed Asian kids.
Okay. And they're crushing it, I'm sure. But
they're so. I feel like they're overcompensating in terms of culture.
But here's the thing: everybody's fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like Nathan is fucked. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's fucked, and I love Nathan. He's you know what I'm saying? But like look at Jeff. 2 white parents, weirdo. Do you know what I mean?
The hell?
But like do you know what I mean? Like,
but his insecurities have nothing to do with cultural attachment.
You're right. But my point is, no matter, even if it's like 2 white people and like a white kid and in Holly, Michigan and all this stuff, they're still going to come. Everyone's going to have their own little weirdo shit of like, Jeff, I'm sure, has felt inadequate in other ways.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. So I think that's very kind of you and very compassionate that you're like, oh, I kind of want to shield my potential child from feeling inadequate because they're not Asian enough or white enough. But even if you were to have a child from 2 white parents in a nice town upbringing, you know, whatever, they're going to have their own weird little thing. Do you know what I mean? And
sure.
Then they're going to be a stand-up comic on cruise ships.
Wow. You need to add that second part. Stand-up comic was fine. Add where I do it. The hell?
Not
do other places too.
I know, Jeff. I think you're great.
No, I'm done with this podcast.
I like when I get John to this point too.
I'm over this. Okay. I'm done.
But
I'm taking my half Asian ass back home.
Okay. You're not half Asian. You
I could be. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, wouldn't that be the surprise?
Wouldn't that be a surprise? No, I took a DNA.
Yeah, the season 8 surprise.
Yeah, I'm as white as they come.
Yeah, aren't you like British? Yeah,
British, Irish.
Yeah, exactly.
So Wilfred, you want your half Asian child to embrace the Asian culturally, or what? It sounds like you don't want them to put it on too much.
I just don't want them. I don't want them to have to put it on.
You don't want them.
I want them to feel like their connection to it is strong enough without having to like overcompensate once they become an adult.
Okay, can I tell you? I didn't have to put it on till I was here.
What do you mean?
Miami's so homogenous in terms of like it's mostly Latinos.
Yeah, it's very Latino culture.
Yep. So in Miami, like, yes, I didn't look like Sofia Vergara, and that's a bummer because everybody else kind of did. But that being said, there are Latinos that look like me, and like that's a more common understanding in Miami than here.
Yes.
Where here it's like, oh, you don't look like J-Lo? Fuck you. You know what I mean? And you're like, what?
Oh.
So here it was like, oh, Morales. Sorry, I keep touching you. Oh, Morales.
I think
Latina.
it's also like a
which that's very New York.
Being in a liberal city, that's a thing where it's like because there's
everyone wants to check a box.
Yes, and you get to. There's more value in being a minority than in being
1,000%.
white. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a little bit more value. I like that you were white passing though, but
white. Jeff, explain that, my man.
That was my favorite part.
Why? Because it was like she's white, but she's spicy, like a Latina, like a Latinx.
Like a Latinx.
John, you know that when we first started dating, John's like, oh, Latinx, and I was like, does he think it's Latinx? Which I don't, Did
he really?
But he was joking. He got me good though.
Oh,
like he said Latinx on a first date, and I was like,
don't like.
We hate
Latin
it.
America. You hate Latinx.
When we also didn't think of it. It's like some white lady at Columbia, like some fucking professor. Yeah, it was like, not us at all.
They did the same thing with Filipinx. They tried it.
They tried Filipinx?
They tried it for like a second, and I was like, this is not going to catch on.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, it already exists in Spanish. Apparently, like, the gender-inclusive term is Latine or something, which isn't Latino or Latina, and you just put an E at the end of it. Apparently, I've been told. I mean, it's not my reality because I'm Latina and I don't keep
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the X is cooler.
Yeah, like an X-Men.
X Games.
It's also like not. If you were to say it in Spanish, it would be like Latinx, X, which is weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
it sounds like you're
only
just extremely Latino.
Yeah. But wait, I feel like I was gonna tell you something. Oh yeah, like it wasn't until I got here, and then everyone just wants the credit. Like I went out for something, and they're like, now it's you're not Latina presenting enough.
Yeah.
Which is such a kick in the ball. Like I didn't get the role because I didn't look Latina, even though it's like
really they said you weren't Latina presenting enough.
Yeah, I mean they didn't tell me directly, but they like told like my friend was like. Anyway, I'll tell you guys after.
That's kind of fun.
It was a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
No, I missed out on a role.
I know.
Also like
it's kind of like what 3 years ago it was like we have enough white guys on this show. Sorry. And then it's like now it's flipping. Everybody's getting a little taste now.
Well, I mean, because Netflix wants the credit of like we booked a Latina and we want her to look Latina. The optics of it.
The optics. Who cares?
I mean, they cared for a long time.
Huh. Well.
Yeah.
They still care.
Thanks to these college kids, not anymore.
Yeah, those days are over.
Yeah, it is.
White's back, baby.
Wait, it's like you got screwed by DEI, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually hurt you the most. You're the most hurt by DEI out of all of us.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Jeff's
You're
eyes.
the victim of DEI, not me.
Trump.
Yeah, Irene. This makes sense why Cuba's like Trump.
No, and it's not just Cubans. It's Nicaragua. I mean, it's a lot of people that just like Trump. There was a guy on Miami like local news that he married a Venezuelan. She was like on her she was in the process of getting her court papers, and they fucking took her. And he's crying on TV, going, "Trump, I voted for you. Let's just talk about this, man. Like she's getting her citizenship." And it's like, you moron! This is what we tried telling you.
Yeah.
Funny.
Eat it.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. We should
Sorry.
probably stop just because of how much time this is.
Yeah,
You're supposed to keep it to an hour. I don't know how
That's
that
fine.
helps. I don't know how.
People like long stuff.
I don't.
We're like
that's
Joe Rogan.
That's what I
We're
thought.
Roganing right now.
Wait, yeah. What is it? Oh, but
Hour
you're gonna
20.
aren't you gonna chop off the first?
We're
Is
freaking.
Teresa home?
Yeah, she
Oh,
just came home.
We're
oh,
Roganing
nice.
right
Oh,
now.
no. Well, he
You
wants
want
to
a
land
Rogan?
the
You got
plane.
one more?
Let me see if I have any more questions.
Okay.
No, that was it.
Well, I almost had a nice button to our whole podcast.
Well, then do
And
it.
you-
What? What was the button?
I feel like we were ramping down.
No, we can do whatever we want.
All right, go ahead.
You know, Irene, what's up with
Oh God, here we go.
Something Cuban. Wilfred, give me something Cuban.
The missile crisis.
Yeah. What was it like growing up with that?
I wasn't alive, guys.
You're 40?
Fuck you. Oh, go to hell. Oh, Jesus.
Let's bring back age shaming.
Are you
Oh, my-
40?
I will be this year in December.
This year, dude.
Trust and I walked by. What's the bar where we all got COVID?
Oh God.
What's the bar called?
Rockarola.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. We
What a
walked
night.
by.
I remember
Rock
that.
Roll.
I didn't go, and I was like, phew.
Yeah.
This it's truly why I hate
Irene's
celebrating
birthday,
my birthday. What a nightmare.
Gave the
2021.
entire comedy community COVID,
Hilarious.
and none of us got to see our families that Christmas.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's good. What a gift.
That's why I've never. People are like, "What,
What
do
a
you do for
fun
your
night that
birthday?" I'm
was,
like,
though.
Nothing.
That was such a fun night.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
worth getting COVID,
Oh,
not
you
seeing my
sweet
family.
cheese.
Oh,
And then-
Wilfred.
And then I also lost out on a job because I had COVID.
No, no.
Oh, look at you, Tim.
I
The
still feel
job
bad.
that Tim has.
Oh, the game show
Yeah.
hosting? They're replacing most of those guys with AI
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Are
Yeah.
you going to get replaced by AI? What do you do?
I'm a secretary. I'm sure they could, but it's still a lot of like.
Yeah, is Elon cutting your job?
We're honestly scared, but I think we receive most of our funding from the state and not federal.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
okay.
All right, you're
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
just
and
keep
I'm
bringing
just
your dog into the office. We'll keep you around.
people love him.
Oh, that's great.
No, but I'm really just like a lowly secretary. But I do really like my health insurance. Tell me.
You know what? I've heard that people are doing. Heads of departments are reporting to Elon and Doge that they're like, "Hey, we found $2.5 million of savings," and then Doge's like, "Hell yeah!" And then they put it on their list of savings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's savings that they found in like Bush era.
Oh, really? Hilarious.
So like, yeah, we found $2.5 million
They're
of
just
cut.
misreporting the shit out of
And
it.
then, but Doge just wants the credit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, tight, let's do this.
Yeah, give us that sweet credit.
We live in hell.
No,
this
will
bad.
get much worse.
Yeah, it's what a nightmare.
No, the economy is going to crash. Everything's going to get cheap. Then I can buy some stuff.
Stop.
I'm going to buy property.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, let's wait for the sucker to crash, and we'll buy up as much property as we can.
Yeah.
And kick old ladies
Yeah,
out of
but
their
we're
houses.
gonna like lose like parks and like.
That's fine. If it was up to me, Central Park would be low-income housing.
Well, I mean, that's really what it was.
You would would you try to put all low-income housing in Central Park?
Oh yeah,
the rich
bulldoze.
people
So you're gonna make a
around it
little-
would be
They'd be
furious.
pissed.
You're gonna make a little District 9.
Yeah.
Well, you'd also like fuck up all the property value. Like the
Yeah.
plaza would tank.
Oh
like,
yeah, it'd be great.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck them.
Yeah, but he doesn't realize the repercussions that he's creating upon the people
that's what I'm trying
inside, not the people. Who cares about the people outside? The people inside.
They'll be fine.
You're creating
they won't.
apartheid.
No, get out of here.
That's absolutely what that is.
It would not be that.
All right.
How would you do that again?
I knew. I was like, he's not getting it. I was thinking that to myself. I'm like, he has no idea what he's talking
What
about.
would you do? How do you do that?
Yeah. How do you do that? What do you just create walls around the?
Walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Wall off Central Park. I think you have to pay to get into it.
Central Park?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
A fee. Too many people wandering around.
What the hell's the matter with you? It's a park. You've just described a park. Would you want to turn
The thing
the
is, you're
park?
not.
Keep
If
the riffraff out.
Jeff, if you had to pay to get into Central Park, you would never have gone to Central Park.
I agree.
I hardly go to Central Park now.
Yeah.
You might as well charge for it.
So you're like, okay, you should
Jeff.
charge for all the things that I wouldn't even pay to do anyways.
Yeah. There should
Well,
be a list of things that I
I
don't
know,
do.
but you're not
Yeah.
even thinking of like people who come from low to moderate incomes or disadvantaged communities that like
What? Need a bench?
no, or like they really appreciate
can
that
have it
it's
for
free.
$2.50.
Oh my god! But you know what I mean? Yeah, and then you're creating fare evasion and like people jumping the fucking turnstiles. And
Oh, I'll
shit.
have cops all around
Oh
Central
yeah,
Park.
and with their dicks in their hands.
Yeah,
just being
10,000
like,
police around.
Yeah, instead of like catching fucking.
I love that. The thing that he's describing, you put all of the poor people in one small area
Yeah,
inside the city, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
He's creating walls. He's got cops all around it. It's
No,
it's a military state.
Exactly.
No,
he has
no.
no idea.
We're just talking about the park right now. The park is still the park, a fee to get in. If I fill it with low-income housing, you can get in and out.
Okay.
That's my
You're-
deal.
Okay.
And you
You're
can
making
swipe
a
your Metro card to
project.
get into the
Oh my
park.
God.
We'll have those little things. What? Lowers train fares, maybe. I get discounted fares anyways because I am on a government program.
What's your government See, and this is the other problem.
This is-
He already benefits from like.
well, it's because he's
Oh, I'm sorry. I did a little bit of research and
What's
I
the
filled out a
government-
form.
he's gaming the system. He's
Yeah.
already-
What'd you figure out? Let's hear it.
You can get train rides for $1.50.
How?
You just got to fill out a form on the NewYork.gov
And what did you prove to them?
that I don't make any money.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to show them you make no money, and then you get a little $1.50 card.
But you proved that to them years ago.
Oh yeah,
And
you
you've
still
never had to
have
reprove
and you
it?
still got it. I'm gonna keep holding on to it. That's why I don't like when people jump the turnstiles. Just fill out a form, you know.
But not everybody knows about the form, Jeff.
Well, it's an easy search, and it's better than breaking the law.
How did you find out about it?
I don't know. I found out I'm Googling or something. I think Chelsea told me.
No, there it is. Chelsea told him, not
Mhm.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, wake up, fill
Yeah.
out this form."
Wait, fill out this form, you bum. I was like, ugh. And then she's like, try for food stamps too. Didn't get them.
How did you know? Whatever. I don't want to derail your podcast. So
I think they
much, so
wanted too much info, and I didn't
Yeah,
know where
yeah,
to find
yeah.
it.
Oh, I did my taxes,
Yeah,
and boy, did I claim some stuff.
yeah, claim away.
It was fun. I actually had a good time.
What'd you do it on?
This is my
Not
question.
TurboTax, like
I do TurboTax.
Free Tax USA.
I was just about
Oh.
to talk about Free Tax USA. Do you know that TurboTax spends millions of dollars lobbying in Congress?
That's why
To make it
that's why I
complicated.
switched to Free
Me
Tax.
too. I mean, I'm doing free. Oh, will you help me then? Because I haven't finished. I started on Free Tax USA, but I haven't finished because I'm like, I know I can claim more.
Dude.
Like my refund now is $600. I'm like, how is it that I work full time and I do comedy and I I work from home sometimes. Like, I have to. I have to get more back.
And is your non-work income is that enough?
No, it's peanuts.
Okay.
Did you try claiming John as a?
I should.
Well,
boy, I have let me tell you,
I have an out of work man on my couch.
Jesus, he eats whatever.
I claimed and I was appalled by how much Postmates I ordered in 2024.
Oh, Wilfred,
appalled.
You got to get off the couch
and
pick things up.
I claimed every single one of those.
How?
I have the receipts for them.
I mean,
but you can claim them because you were. Oh, I guess.
Well, you have the
lunch?
receipts in the app, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have that.
See, I
just throw stuff on there.
Yeah, I just do TurboTax.
How do you? But yeah, honestly, I don't want to keep taking up more of your time. But truly, when we're done, show me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to talk more about tax evasion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried talking about fair evasion.
Yeah.
Half of it. I still pay my half.
The government does tax evasion. Everybody like fucking Trump and Elon do tax evasion.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this pod or whatever this
but
show
what they
is okay.
do is legal because they made it legal.
Right, because they were crooks.
Well, yeah.
Not
that what
are
I did
crooks
is illegal.
Right. Yours is also
There's also
legal.
no way for you to measure that all of these meals weren't my entire life is comedy.
That's what we're
So my entire life is this career.
You're such a bitch. I can't with you. You're out of control.
You have to just ignore it sometimes.
I know. It's like a bird in a corner. You're like, oh, is the bird chirping again? Whatever.
Yeah. What you do is you metaphorically put a cover over the bird.
That was funny.
But there's so much of my life that's involved. Like every
1,000%.
every meal that I have with Jeff is
Comedy.
my podcast partner.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I know.
Or maybe I'm eating a meal while I'm editing a video.
1,000%.
See, this is why I do TurboTax though, because they lobby the government. So I feel like I can go pretty crazy with my claiming.
You know what the lobbying that they did.
And then TurboTax is like, you're good to go. Like they'll tell you if you're going to be audited. And so TurboTax is like, we're working with the government. You're safe with us.
Yeah, but you know how you
that is actually a good point.
That's my theory. They won't let me get audited.
Yeah, but Free Tax USA knows all those laws and ins and outs and loopholes, and they just want to give it to you for free because they feel like it should be for free.
Yeah, but TurboTax has their they're whispering in the high-powered ears, and I want to be on their side.
Okay.
Chase power. You always got to chase power.
All right, 48 Laws of Power.
All right, we're going to end it there because I want to talk freely.
Me too.